All right, heading back out to put out another camera. June 29th, I believe. June 30th, maybe. It's hot. And I saw this big track down here while trout fishing one day. And my first camera I put out about 500 yards south of here. And it's been about 5 days. I do not have a picture of a nice buck on that camera. So today, come out here back to where the track was, and I'm gonna head north a little ways, see what I find. I have never been out here. I've never been south of here either. So walking the woods is new to me. But I got it. I think I got it pinpointed pretty good just by, you know, looking at onX, finding where the access points are at, and then going to the furthest distance from every access point. And that's what I'm going to do. Go down here in this middle part and see if the deer are hanging out, you know, as far as they can get away from human scent as possible, or human access. So I'll let you know what I find. Get my camera put up, see what we got, but find anything interesting along the way, obviously I'm going to show you that. So, all right, y'all, let's go see if we can get after this big one. I know he's here. I just got to find him. All right, y'all. I'm out here. I'm probably, I don't know, a mile and a half from any, at least a mile from any public access, unless somebody comes down the river and comes in. And I get out here and I come across a run, and then the first thing I see is this. That's a good sized deer right there. There's a good runway right here. Comes right off of this point down. I wouldn't be surprised. Right over there, about 100 yards, 100 or so, it drops down into the river. You can see it right up there. That starts to drop down the edge. And then up here, up there is a point. So this goes down, and then this is a big point, comes around, and that goes down. So I wouldn't be surprised if that deer is bedded up there. Now where I saw the track is probably another 500 or 600, 700 yards past this, going back that way. So I got a camera on one side of them, a camera on the other. The river's here, and then the public access then would be to my right, but it's a long ways out there. I came out here a little further than I thought, but I'm still going. But what I came across is these ferns. If you look out in here, this is all open from up there all the way down, and then it goes way back that way. And that's all just pine trees and ferns, and there's a couple oaks mixed in there, but nothing too crazy. And then about 20 yards from me, right about here, it gets thicker. And it's not crazy thick, but it's thicker. And as soon as I got in here, I started seeing droppings and some old rubs and stuff. So river bottom over here, then up. I'm betting over this way we're going to run into some good oaks out here. So I'm betting they're coming up out of that river bottom into these oaks to eat. Now they could easily go that way, or they can go any direction they want, but I'm trying to find just a good runway that comes out of there. Then I'll have a camera on the north and the south of the big track. The next thing will be east and west. I'm trying to zero in on this thing little by little. Closer I can get to them, the better. So we'll see what happens. It's hot. Got me a Pepsi. That's good. And I'll stay after until I find what I need. Gotta love Pepsi. I marked on onX, I marked a spot, like I said, that was the furthest from all access points. Come in here, sure enough, this is a spot with most of the sign. There's droppings all through here, and it's thick. It doesn't look crazy thick, but when you're down on the ground here looking, it's definitely thick, especially up in here, which is about 50 yards away. And then it drops off down into the river. Actually, the river's probably 200 yards away. I just checked on onX how far I am from where I saw the big track. I'm actually 900 yards from that. So I'm a ways away from it, but this is where the sign was at. So you have to go where the sign is, and this is where it is. So I'm going to keep pushing just in case. There's a bunch of private up here, maybe another 500 yards. There's a big old like 80-acre thing of private right in the middle of the damn state land. So I'm going to push up towards that. Looks like he might have some food plots or something back there. So just see if we're getting closer what we got. But I think this is a good spot. Camera's out right here, ready to rock. There's 2 runways that come across up there that it's facing. So hopefully I'll get some good pics and find the big one. If I could find that big one, that would be key. I haven't found no beds or nothing yet. I'm still searching. But up here by the river, there's a couple oxbows and a couple points. He might be bedding up in there. I don't know. The thing with this spot, it's kind of crazy, is there's not a lot of oaks right here. There's a couple, but it's a lot of pine. A lot of pine right here, and maple. But they're coming through here. Now I know back there was pines because oaks because I come through that. I'm betting there's some more back here, so they're coming from the river into them oaks, I'm thinking. So bedding down. Oh, there goes a deer right there. He's right over there though. He can't. This GoPro, you know, it's so far out that I don't know if you can see it, but he's standing over there. I can't tell what it is right yet. I don't see any other deer with it. Well, it was a pretty good sized deer. So I came over where I first saw that deer, and there's a bunch of downfalls in here. You can see them all over here. Here, some there, one there. There's this one here, here, over there. There's all these downfalls, so obviously deer bedded them. So I come over here, sure enough, this one right here, there's a bed right there. Perfect with his back to it. His back's up against this northwest predominant wind. He's got the wind at his face. It's perfect right here. I don't know if this is the big one, but it's definitely a deer bed. Yeah, you can see where, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but everything's matted down. Big bed. I mean, it's big. It's, I don't know, 3-4 feet long. It's a big bed, 3.5 feet, 4 feet. But yeah, come in here and sure enough, I was hoping to maybe see some hair down there. I don't really see a hair, which is kind of odd, but oh, right here. Yep. Yeah, there's deer hair in there. He's definitely right here. So I'm going to mark this on onX so I know where he's at. Now I put my camera only about 70, 75 yards over there, which is about perfect. You got to get in quiet, but especially with his back here, he ain't going to be able to see me over there. If I come in that way, he won't see me, but he might smell me. And that's going to be the thing. I'm really going to have to watch the wind. But now knowing that there's one bedded up here, this is good. This is good. I seen a bunch of ferns over there, like at the other spot. A big opening of just ferns, and this is kind of down the middle of those 2 big openings. So, and there's deer sign all over in here. I mean, there's droppings. There's some right there. There's deer sign all over in here. So, whether you believe it needs to be clumped up or apart, buck, doe, whatever. I saw clumps of them over there. Saw it broken up over here, broken up over there, clumps over there. So there's definitely one in here. And I'm going to get after him for sure. Especially if I get a good picture. If I get a good picture on that camera right over here, this is going to be key. But this is smack dab right in the middle of every access point. As far as you can get from everyone where the center is, this is it. And it's a walk. There ain't going to be, if you park where I parked, there ain't going to be very many people coming out this far, I can tell you that. Because they'll see like little runways and stuff. They'll stop on the runways instead of going further. So, well, once again, found the one tree stand. I'm probably 200, 300 yards from that. Now I found another one. This one's been here a long time. You'll be able to tell by how far it's jacked up. That's because the tree has grown. But it's a climber. and they just left it hooked up there. I don't know how they got up to it. I haven't looked at it yet if they got something, but look at this thing. See how it's all jacked up this way? It's because that tree's groaning. Old rope. Yeah, I bet you back in the day that was a real nice stand. He's still got a hook up there. He's got no way to climb up there though, so I don't know what he was doing. If he had, hell, maybe he fell out, I don't know. But that's 2 old abandoned stands here, which tells me, yeah, this is a good spot. People come back here. Already saw a deer, found a bed. Nice bed. And obviously people at one time thought that was good, but they just can't get back here anymore, so they quit coming. And that's what he's done now. He's left his stand here. So kind of crazy, but it's what happens in the big woods of Michigan. I just shimmied my feet. I didn't step over, you know what I mean? I just shimmied right down it. Keep your foot in the middle of that thing. I buttoned mine up against the heel. You know your heel part? Yeah. I put that against the log, so. Yeah, and then I just jumped out.
The adventures of what and what?
I jumped over to here. Yeah, right.
Over where?
As far as you can. I jumped like right up into here is what I did. Tried to anyway. Yep. You were close. You were like 4 inches short of where you needed to be. Yeah, you're all right though. You're only 6-8 inches. Other than that part of your arm. You bring another shirt?
I got another shirt and shorts. In the truck.
I do too. I went down first, but you went down worst. So, chase big bucks. That's what you do. Gotta go where other people won't.